Welcome to another episode of Keto Health Metabolic Mastery, where we unravel the historical journey of our diets and explore the profound impact of carbohydrates, sugars, and processed foods on our metabolic health. In this video, we delve into the roots of our eating habits, tracing back to a time when our diets were more aligned with nature. Let's embark on a journey to understand how we arrived at the current state of widespread health challenges. Primitive diets, a natural balance. Picture a time when our ancestors roamed the earth, sourcing food directly from nature. They hunted for their source of meat and fats. They gathered berries and vegetables as their source of complex carbohydrates. God created and designed our bodies to consume certain kinds of foods rich in fats, moderate protein, and very low amount of carbohydrates to achieve metabolic health, strong muscle, and a resilient immune system such as the gut microbiome. Today we call this a ketogenic diet, scientifically proven to prevent and reverse type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Their diets were inherently low in carbohydrates and sugars, consisting mainly of natural fats and proteins. This harmonious balance allowed them to thrive, free from the health challenges we face today. They had strength that allowed them to defend their territory and their families. Agricultural revolution, the dawn of carbohydrates. As civilizations embraced agriculture, there was a notable shift in dietary patterns. Grains became a staple, introducing a significant increase in carbohydrate consumption. The dawn of the agricultural revolution marked a turning point in our dietary history, shaping the way we eat to this day. Sugar's arrival, a bittersweet revolution. The sweetness of refined sugars found its way into our diets through historical trade routes. We explore how sugar, once considered a luxury, became more accessible, transforming our palates and dietary habits. This bittersweet revolution laid the foundation for the health challenges we grapple with in the modern era. In the early colonial period, 15th to 17th centuries, sugarcane was first introduced to the Americas by European colonists. Spain, Portugal, and later other European powers established sugar plantations in the Caribbean and Brazil. These plantations used enslaved labor to cultivate and process sugar. Sugar became known as white gold due to its economic importance. Sugar spread to North America in the 17th century. Sugar production expanded to the southern colonies of what would become the United States. While sugar plantations were not as widespread as in the Caribbean, the southern colonies, particularly those like South Carolina and Georgia, played a role in sugar cultivation. Initially, sugar was a luxury item, consumed primarily by the wealthy. However, as production increased, sugar became more accessible to the general population. 19th century, sugar became a common household item. Industrialization, processed foods, take center stage. With industrialization came a surge in processed food production. Because of convenience, shelf-stable foods laden with refined carbohydrates became commonplace. As our diets shifted, so did the landscape of our health, setting the stage for the prevalence of metabolic issues. Carbohydrates was introduced in the form of wheat and grains. European settlers brought wheat and other grains with them to the Americas. Wheat, in particular, became a staple crop, and the cultivation of grains became a fundamental aspect of agriculture in the colonies. Native American cultures had long cultivated and consumed various carbohydrate-rich foods, including corn, beans, and squash. These three crops, known as the Three Sisters, formed a significant part of many indigenous diets. The Culinary Exchange. The Columbian Exchange, following Christopher Columbus's voyages, facilitated the exchange of crops between the Old World and the New World. European settlers adopted indigenous crops and vice versa, leading to a diversification of the American diet. The late 19th century to early 20th centuries witnessed the industrialization of the food industry. Advances in food processing, such as the invention of the roller mill for refining flour, made mass production of processed foods possible. With the rise of processed foods, there was an increase in the use of added sugars to enhance flavor and extend shelf life. Sugars were added to a wide range of products, from baked goods to beverages. The modern era, the diabetes and cardiovascular connection. Now let us fast forward to the modern era. The correlation between increased carbohydrate and sugar consumption and rising health issues is evident. There have been numerous studies examining the correlation between high sugar and carbohydrate consumption and health issues such as coronary heart disease and diabetes. Here are a few notable studies. There is a profound impact of these dietary patterns on the surge of diabetes, type 2, and cardiovascular diseases. It's a story of how our food choices play a pivotal role in our well-being. Choosing high-carbohydrate diet instead of healthy fats and moderate protein is killing millions globally. We need to look back at our ancestors and pay close attention to their ancestral diet. We need to adapt this long-forgotten eating lifestyle, Ignoring what our body is designed to eat on a daily basis will only worsen the current state of people's health. We need to make a lifestyle change starting today. Conclusion. Advocating for metabolic mastery. As we wrap up our historical journey, it's clear that our diets have evolved, and with them, our health challenges. However, the power to reclaim our metabolic health lies in our hands. By understanding the history of carbohydrates, sugars, and processed foods, we can make informed choices. Keto Health Metabolic Mastery advocates for a return to a balanced ketogenic approach that aligns with our evolutionary roots. Realize that our ancestors, the appropriate human diet for thousands of years that allowed our species to survive. We need to look back into how God intended for our body to be nourished. Let's embark on a journey toward metabolic mastery and reclaim our well-being. Please continue stay tuned and visit our channel for more informative and practical application of the proper human diet to achieve metabolic health and long life. Share this video with friends and family interested in keto, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Thank you for watching another episode of Keto Health Metabolic Mastery. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more valuable insights and tips on your keto adventure.